In question number 2, we're asked to convert this into standard form and graphs. So to do this, we're going to first of all group the x's together and the y's together. So I end up with 36 x squared minus 720x. And then I'm going to group the y's together, negative 25y squared minus 50y. And I'm going to put the 25 to the other side like this. Okay, so then once we've done that, we're going to factor. We're going to factor the 36 out. So I get an x squared minus 20x plus blank. That blank is for completing the square. Minus, I'm going to factor the negative 25 out. So I get y squared, and be careful, I factor the negative out of a negative, so I should end up with plus 2y plus blank. And that's going to be equal to 25 on this side. So completing the square, I'm going to take half the middle and square. So I get 100, but I need to balance this equation. So I need to multiply 100 by 36 and then add it to the other side to balance it. Same thing with the y's. I'm going to complete the square and I'm going to balance it with negative 25 ones. So once I've completed the square, I need to factor, put it into the perfect square form. That allows me to locate the vertex. So I end up with negative 25y plus 1 squared, and that's going to be equal to 3600. Okay, so the center of I can locate at 10 and negative 1. I'm going to divide by 3600 to get my a and b. So x minus 10 squared, 36 over 3600 is just going to be 100. So a is equal to 10 because a squared is 100. And then 25 over 3600, I can simplify that fraction into 1 over 144. And this allows me to identify b is 12 because b squared is 144. This also, because that's equal to positive 1, it's a trans x. Okay, so first of all, it's trans x. The center is at 10, negative 1. And we have our asymptotes, our slopes is going to be, well, let's just identify a is equal to 10, b is equal to 12. So the slopes are going to be plus minus 12 over 10, which I'm going to do as 6 over 5. Okay, so we've got all the parts we need. We just need to now graph this. So I'm going to identify my center. I'm going to scale the axes here. So I'm going to scale it to each grid line is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my center here. That's going to be at 10 and negative 1. The a value is 10. So I'm going to go to the right 10 and left 10. So I'm going to identify these points. Okay, those are my edges. Those are the a is 10. In fact, those represent the vertex just because I have trans x. Then I'm going to go 12 on the y-axis. Okay, so this is going to be at positive 11 and 12 on the y-axis here at negative 13. Okay, that's going to be, just double check that. So, okay, negative 13, that's going to be the point there. So using those points, I'm going to locate the corners of this rectangle to help me draw the asymptotes. Okay, so once I've identified those corners based on the vertices, I can just sketch in my asymptotes because those corners have a 12 to 10 ratio of slope. So there's my asymptotes, and then I can draw in my graph using the vertex along the x-axis since it's trans x, and I'm going to draw it like that. okay? And I've scaled my axes here because otherwise I wouldn't have fit this graph on. So I've scaled it so 1 squared is equal to 2 units.